Okay friends, in the previous video I have uploaded about how to create class copy. After creating the class copy, we have copied that link and saved in a notepad. Now some of you are asking me, if you are not knowing interviewer's name and prayer, how we can name the file. Just copy this link, paste it in the new tab of the browser. A page will appear like this. Now click on to file. Click on to file, rename option. You can ask the interviewer now, change the name as underscore interviewer name. That's it. Now you have renamed the file. Just copy this link and paste it in the chat box. Now you can explain your activity. Use updated PDF for creating the class copy, right? Now you can ask the interviewer to click on to this dashboard activity. Since it is teacher student activity, ask the student to share his screen because you are going to explain it and student is going to do it. Okay. After clicking on this page, a page will appear like this. It's taking time. Right, you are having three parts here. In the leftmost corner, you will have the COVID confirmed cases according to country wise. And in the rightmost corner, you will have total number of deaths confirmed according to country wise. Here, you will have state level deaths confirmed. Right? In the middle, it is a map which has the confirmed cases in a plots. You can see here, thick plots represent the proportionality of the spread of COVID. You can see inside our country, in India, it is fully occupied. Corona is spread fully, right? After explaining all this, you can ask the interviewer to click on this bar chart, right? So there is one symbol for expansion. Just ask the interviewer for click that. After clicking on that, a bar chart will appear like this. Just to explain about it. From January till the starting of March, the corona spread cases is between 0 to 1. Right? After that, it is increasing. See, it is between 0 to till 1000 or 100. Only that number of cases are there from January to till March. But after the March, it has been gradually increasing. Now it is increasing in a multiples. After explaining it, you ask the interviewer to click on to the link that has been sent to him through the chat box. Now you can start your explanation, right? So you can start the explanation about explaining this module. This Scholar module is used for Python. Fully you can use it for coding as well as inserting the images for execution purpose. For doing all the activities related to Python, you can use this Scholar module. Okay. After that, you ask the interviewer to click on to this code session. So in this code section, ask something to type it, like 5 plus 2. Then explain about the run button where you will get an output here. Right? So now you can ask the interviewer to click on to runtime and run all command. See, what is the purpose of this in the sense? It will execute all the modules inside this page. If you don't use run all command, see initially what I did in the sense, I have not executed this run all, and if I open this folder, I don't have the COVID-19 folder inside it. But only after that I executed run all command, then I got this folder here. Okay. Okay, now the interviewer has executed all the things inside this model. Ask the interviewer to scroll down and see whatever the live dashboard we have discussed here, Johns Hopkins University. For that, the link appears here. Then you can explain about the session, you can start your session. What are the things we are going to create in this class are cartograms using folium maps, line plots, bivariate bar charts. A quick preview of this session is, we are just going to download the required data. For drawing the graph, we need data. For that, we can download the data. We can locate the data sets in the notebook, import the required model, create data frames, create panda series, line plots, maps, and bar charts. After previewing the session, you can go to activity number 1. Activity number 1 is download the data sets. Downloading the data sets can be acquired through this link, but don't ask the interviewer to click onto this link, because whatever we are going to do in this classes, we are just going to see the trailer. In a trailer, just the introduction part. After that only, a movie will elaborate about all the things. Like that, in this session, we are just going to see the explanation of the existing one. Right? So for drawing the graph, we need a data source. The data source can be obtained through this link. Then you can explain about these 3 lines. First 2 lines are the comments. It is just for a description of user. Okay, so description about this code can be mentioned here, so that while reading it, user or any developer can understand about it. Right? We can have the knowledge while seeing this comment section. That's it. Right. Now, in the third line, you can see the word called as clone. And you can see the word called as git. Now, this data source is a source that has been obtained from GitHub repository. You know, repository means database, right? Where coders or programmers across the world create the GitHub repositories for their codes, so that they can download and upload the works anytime from anywhere. Right? After explaining the GitHub repository, you can explain this code. Third line, we are just going to clone this data mentioned in this path from GitHub. Right? Now, the second activity is data set path. We are just going to find out the data set in the specified path. For that, you need to ask the interviewer to click on to this folder icon. Click on to this COVID-19. After that, just click on to CSSC underscore COVID-19 data. There we are going to use time series data. Right? Now, you can ask the interviewer to click on to this confirmed global CSV. Right? Here you are having the path, just copy the path. Now we have discussed about how we can copy the path for pasting it, or else to include that path inside this git clones sentence. Okay. See, now we have discussed about how to get this path. You can see the code here, set of 7-line codes. The line which has green color is for comment. I have already mentioned that these comments are nothing but this is just a description where the user who is seeing this can easily understand this. And line number 3, 5 and 7 is where we are just going to include the paths. We just discussed about copying the file paths, right? We are just copying the data paths from the existing folder, right? So in conf underscore CSV variable, we are just going to assign the path of confirmed global cases. We have to copy this confirmed global cases from the folder and paste it here, and then assign this path to the conf underscore CSV, right? And under deaths underscore CSV variable, we are just going to assign the number of deaths confirmed throughout the global level, right? And in a seventh line, under REC underscore CSV, we are just going to copy the link called as recovered underscore global. Okay, number of recovered cases of global level cases, we are just going to copy that link and assign the path to this REC underscore CSV. Remember that whatever that is existing here, we are just discussing it. We are not going to do anything new, right? In the previous activity, we have discussed about how to obtain this path, right? And after obtaining that path, we are just going to assign that path to the variable. Clear? Right. Hope you understand. And in the next activity, we are going to see how to import the modules. Modules are nothing but the functions. You might have gone through the functions. See, functions are nothing but in order to perform any operation, we will import that function. Say for example, in order to calculate the square root, we need to import math function, right? Like that, for performing specific activity, we need to import some files. Okay. Here in the second line, we have imported pandas as PD. PD is nothing but a variable assigned to this package. Using this variable, we will import some of the functionality inside this pandas package. And this second line is for data processing, where we are going to process the data. And import matplotlib.pyplot has PLT. This line is for data visualization, where we can represent the data obtained. In the fourth line, we are just going to import Seaborn as SNS. See, the functionality of Seaborn is, we have discussed about the bar chart here. This is a colorful representation, right? So for representation like that, we will use this Seaborn package. Okay, and import folium is for including cartograms or maps. And import date time in the sense, see, if we want the details of the COVID spread according to the date and according to the time, we need to import this package, right? So this is the information about this importing the module. See, from activity number 4 to 8, we will discuss in the next videos. Thank you friends. Thanks for watching. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Thanks for watching.